I mean, imagine a faculty who is, I mean, every faculty member would have thought during COVID, and they had this bad experience where students are switching off their camera. You don't get connected with the students, and some of them are dropping off.
Yeah.
So you have been doing this synchronous and live sessions for a while. So maybe to a faculty who is doing live session, what are the 2-3 things that you would say? Of course, we talked about structure, we talked about mindfulness, we talked about being disciplined from a faculty point of view. How would you deal with a student online?
Yeah.
And what are the 2-3 things, maybe a quick tip for the faculties who are wanting to engage, really want to engage them online?
Sure.
Synchronous? What would you tell them?
Okay. Yeah. First one is that you've got to bring in more of engagement tools that students have to engage. Okay. So first one, whether it is something like a poll, a quiz, a recall. I mean, what do you recall from what I have taught? Have you observed this? You know, you put up periodically, but don't overdo it. Okay. In a session, I have figured out that for me, no more than 3 of this work. Okay. Maybe others may have different experience, and if there is a case study or something that you're driving, you can go up to 4 questions, which is to check their recall of whether they have understood. So this is one thing that I know works and works very well. The second thing that I know, and I'll tell you, this is coming from a discipline perspective. What I do is I ask to check attendance multiple times. Okay? Now, people will say that, that's no check because people can put off their videos and they may be away elsewhere. Okay? Then in which case, the assessment is the one that tells us that, whether the person was engaged in the classroom. So a lot of questions will come out of classroom discussion. Okay? So if you have not attended that session or you have not watched the recorded session, you will be at a disadvantage. Okay? It's not going to just come from textbook and reading material. So I think those are checks and balances that we do. The third one is cold calling. Oh my God, as a teacher, we do it in the classroom and you do it even more intensely in let's say a Zoom class or whatever. So you will, and then you will watch the people who are talking a lot. You will definitely not call them. And then there will be some set of people who have never spoken. And so what I would do is, go call out those 10 names, lot of work. Previous day, you have to check out their names. And then what you will do, you'll say now, okay, Mihir, why don't you switch on your camera, my friend? I have never seen your face. It's already 10th session. Is there something you want to say? And sheepishly, this boy will So a little bit, I won't say it's shaming them as much as it is to be able to say that, boss, tell me,
you encourage people to on the camera. I think that's the point.
On the
camera, you can.
Yes. And then there will be students who will say, my camera is not working. And then what I will do is after 3 days, I will call the student again. And if the student turns around and says, camera is not working, oh my God, how can a camera not work the whole term? Okay. I mean, this is good fun because everybody starts laughing.
Correct.
Okay. And it also gets the message across to students that just because you're remote does not mean that the faculty is not observing.
Correct.
I think that's the message you want to send out as faculty.
Correct.
Yeah? That's the message. And it is tough. It's not easy. It's difficult. But I think, like I go back fundamentally, the moment you say that what could be the distractors for the students? What could be the distractors? And how do I make sure that at least 45 minutes of the 1.5 hours, they are not distracted?
Okay.
So you use some of these polls, quizzes, all that. Zoom room. Okay. Every session during the COVID period, we ensured that our classes had breakouts. Yeah. Now it was so important because when they are in small groups of 6 or 7, right?
It's very difficult.
And then even more what I used to do after that, I learned out is I would ask them to put their cameras on when they are presenting, when they come back. See, these little things, you have to keep doing.
So you asked students to make presentations?
Yes, you ask students, okay, you're a group of 6, Okay, now put on your cameras. Let's look at your faces. Who's going to speak from your group?
Okay. So bringing them down into smaller groups and asking them to peer present between each other.
Exactly.